I'm sorry, what's that? You heard Auriel sucks? Well, what other healer can do this? Hey there guys, this is Reckles with WTBGold, and today we're talking about Auriel. Auriel? Auriel. She's definitely got a place in the current lineup of female characters. We've got the nerdy girl with resting bitch face, the angry ex-girlfriend, the ugly friend that you only invite to the club because she has a car, and that one that looks like Eminem. Well, now we also have the single mom. She's a bad bitch, it'll kick your ass. But she's also a nurturer. From the initial general chat conversations, no one is complaining about how OP she is. And honestly, I wish they were. I wish Blizz would change the way they put out new heroes. When you're deciding on whether to buy a hero or not, and you drop 15k gold or 20 bucks, you want to feel super powerful. Otherwise, you get buyer's remorse and Twitter rage at the game developers. And while she definitely has a place, especially in multiple warrior comps, which we'll talk about, I wish Blizzard went for more of an OP at first and then nerf accordingly, rather than their current weak at first and buff until viable. Competitive scene doesn't allow new heroes in the first week or two anyway, so they have that grace period. Alright though, let's talk about her abilities and synergy though, come on. She's got her Fire Sleeves of Death, which is a big arc that does double damage to anything in the center, heroes and minions alike. She's got her Circle of Life, which is kind of like Kharazim's heal, but you can cast it anywhere in a pretty large radius around you. And she's got her E, her Whip, which does crap damage, doesn't damage minions or mercenaries, but it knocks back heroes and does double damage if you knock them back into a wall. Also, her demonic form is blue and has a tail, so everyone who said they wish that Blizz put a Draenei in the game back in my 28 leaked heroes video, well, here you go, guys. I hope you two are very happy together. Her trait is Bestow Hope. This converts about half of her hero damage and just a smidge of her minion damage into energy. She then spins her entire energy bar with her W to heal everyone in that circle for the amount of energy consumed. You can also put a crown on someone's head so you get energy from that person's damage, and you can swap the crown around depending on who's doing the most. But it's like a reverse mana bar. Rather than staying in the back, healing everyone up, and slowly draining your mana and trying to work things around that way, you're trying to do as much damage as possible to the enemy team, as close as you can get to the enemy team without dying, in order to fill your bar up. Just looking at this so far, you can already tell that she's super team dependent and punishes bad positioning. And she punishes it more than even Morales, because Morales can at least heal her teammates before she dies. But here, to do ridiculous things, Auriel needs double warriors to peel for her, or take the damage, or maybe double healers so she's not the only one healing the team. Or at the very least, a team that knows when to back the heck up. She's got some cool synergies though. Her Q, her Fire Sleeves, can be talented a bunch of different ways. You can reduce the cast time, which makes them unavoidable. You can quest it, so it does a bunch more damage. I don't really like this one because even when you quest it, it's not enough damage to clear a minion wave. And I hope they buff it so it is enough damage to at least clear out an entire minion wave. You can reduce the cooldown, give it a bigger arc, make it so it blinds enemies, and make it so it pushes enemies to the center, a nice little displacement. My favorite combo though, and my recommendation for anyone doing solo queue or quick match warriors, is reducing the Fire Sleeves cooldown at level 1. This reduces it from 8 seconds to 4 seconds. You give it a bigger arc at level 4, so it's not only easier to hit things and get the cooldown reduction, but you can also wave clear from farther away and just get more damage from a bigger arc, which translates to more healing. And then at level 13, taking the 4-second blind. So you've got a 4-second blind on an ability you've talented into having a 4-second cooldown. So you're permanently blinding the entire enemy team. That's good. You can build her healing circle a couple different ways. You can cause it to do damage, which is fun, but kind of hard to argue for. You can lower its cooldown, but it's already on a 4-second CD. And you can quest it, so whenever you spend your full mana bar on a heal, your energy bar grows by 75, so you can heal more or damage more as the game goes on. This one's a double-edged sword though, because while you'll be able to heal bigger and waste less energy between fights by not hitting your cap, it also incentivizes not healing people. And in my 5,000 games, one thing I've learned is you can't heal dead people. Luckily though, one of her ultimates is Resurrect with an absurdly long cast time that you won't ever be able to get off. However, if you manage to res a Cho'Gall, you just instantly win the video game. Long story short, rather than buffing your mana bar at level 16, I'm gonna recommend just taking the talent that makes your Bestow Hope buff of a friendly hero's attack speed or ability power. That's more constant and guaranteed team damage throughout the game, therefore it's more team healing. Building into her whip, her E, is super fun, but I can't recommend it. Like, Diablo has a talent where if he shadow charges someone into a wall, they're stunned for an extra second. Now, that's a huge stun on a really low cooldown, but the reason why most people don't take that is because it's unreliable and it gives you an incentive to walk into the middle of the enemy team in order to position yourself so you can get the stun off, and that means you're dead. Well, now, if a really good Diablo manages to land that stun, Auriel can follow it up with a super easy whip skill shot, and now they're stunned for 5 or 6 seconds, and even at a low level of gameplay, you're dead. Now you can talent the whip to do more damage through a quest. You can make it slow after you hit someone, hit everyone in a line, which buffs your overall damage, and you can finally make it knock people further away, which in turn makes it easier to knock them into a wall, which does more damage, which gives you more energy, which lets you heal your team for more. As you can see, there's no real, this is her DPS ability, this is her knockback, this is her heal, because all of her abilities can crowd control in some fashion through some talent, and all of her damage equates to healing because of her Bestow Hope trait. You know, I really like it. You're always thinking about where exactly you need to be in order to get all your abilities off, to get the most damage out without ever putting yourself in a bad situation, because you don't want to take any damage. You also need communication with your teammates so you can have them group together for maximum healing. Now, if the enemy team has an Auriel and you want to counter her, play Kael'thas with Fury of the Sunwell. Like, she likes it when people group up for heals, so just put a chain bomb on one of them and a flame strike underneath the group and GG. That's all though. I'm sorry this was a lot of bot game footage, but the one game I got into on the PTR had a 2,700 second wait time. Blizz, please. I know you're watching. Please fix this. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.